And now we're going to jump to Riley Mack. Riley Mack has been inside the courthouse as this trial has been happening. She joins us live now and has been updating our blog on 13onyourside.com. Riley, what have you seen?
Hi, Lauren. Yeah, my job here today has kind of been like live reporting on our website. So the judge has ordered a 30-minute delay on all live streaming. So the quickest way to get information is our website. I'm having an up-to-the-minute updates on our website on this article that you can find on the main page of our website. So that's been my role here, is just updating that. The 1 hour before court even started this morning, we had some groups gathered outside with some Blue Lives Matter flags, some Stand with Schurr signs. The judge entered the courtroom at 8:40 and the jury shortly after that. To remind you, we have 10 women, 4 men, they're early 20s to 70s on the jury, 10 white members of the jury, 3 Latino and 1 black. A lot of the members of the jury do have healthcare jobs. And then we went to opening statements. We have the Kent County prosecutor, Chris Becker, who spoke on the taser that was used in the struggle between former Grand Rapids police officer Christopher Schurr and Patrick Lyoya. He said that according to the taser company, the feeling of using that taser would be like strenuous exercise. That's a quote from him. So he said that it was not justified to shoot him in order to claim self-defense in this case, as the defendant is trying to claim. He acknowledges Lyoya's wrongdoings. He said his BAC was 4 times the legal limit this morning when they did the autopsy. And then Michaela Hamilton, the defendant, spoke, and she said that Schurr gave 29 commands for Lyoya to stop, and she called these chances that he gave to Lyoya to stop, and that Schurr, quote, didn't choose to take a life, he chose to save his own. Becker had 2 successful objections. He argued that Michaela Hamilton was arguing against the other side of the case, which you cannot do in opening statements, and these were successful. The judge agreed with him. And then we had our first witness, that is David Bukaru, which he is friends with Patrick Lyoya. He was actually one of the last ones to see Lyoya alive. He was with Lyoya 30 to 45 minutes before that fatal shooting. Lyoya stayed over at his house the night before that fatal shooting. And then we had our second witness, which was Amy Turushemi. He was a passenger in Lyoya's car who actually filmed the shooting, that viral video that you may have seen. He called Lyoya like a brother. He knew, and then the defense kind of came up and asked him some questions about his relationship with Lyoya, and asked if he knew Lyoya's last name before the shooting, to which he said no, he did not know. And then they spoke about how they were hanging out the night before drinking, and it was a kind of a topic of contempt of whether Lyoya passed out the night before or whether he fell asleep. The defense tried to argue that, would you believe that Lyoya passed out the night before, and Amy was saying, no, I wouldn't use that verbiage, and said, I wish you would not use that verbiage. When he was in the car with Lyoya, like I said, during that shooting, he was filming it, and he said when it started to get bad, he hung up on the phone. He was on the phone during it. He hung up and started filming. And that was the first time that the video was actually played in the courtroom, was when he spoke on that. And you can see that the camera kind of moving all over and frantic, and you can hear him say, stop grabbing him like that, and he's speaking to Schurr during that. And when Schurr shoots Lyoya, the video goes quiet, and then the camera stops moving, and then you can just hear Schurr say, get back, and you can hear him speak into his radio and say, officer involved shooting, that he needs backup, and then you can hear the sirens in the distance. That was the first time today that we heard that video. And then we had our final person out there, our final testimony, which was Wayne Butler, the last one before lunch. He was in the shower getting ready for work when the shooting happened. He saw police lights in his windows of the second floor of his house, and he thought that was strange for 8 a.m. on a Monday morning. So he ran downstairs. He said he put on clothes and he ran downstairs to see what was going on. And then he saw the struggle between Schurr and Lyoya. He called it a wrestling match. He said in those moments it was kind of they would fight with each other and then stand back and kind of think through their next move. And in those moments, he said Lyoya could have run. He said Schurr could have called for help, and neither one did. He even called out to Lyoya saying, "I'm a black man too," which is the second time that the video played. You can hear him saying that. And then that was kind of our last testimony before the lunch break. And we're going to come back out to maybe some more testimonies. We'll see what happens next. I'll send it back to you for now, Lauren.
Riley, thank you. And again, like Riley has mentioned, she's going to be updating our website throughout the day with a live blog. That's where you can go and see what's happening as things happen during the case. Again, we're on a 30-minute delay that's been mandated by the judge. And so if you're wanting something that's fastest and up to date, you can go to our live blog, which Riley will be breaking down everything that's happening. It's live, so it will be happening as we go. You can see it on the screen right now. And we started this at the beginning of the day. So as you can see, as you scroll down this page, you'll be able to see everything that has happened thus far, and we will continue to update this. Now, like she mentioned, we've heard a lot of people talking today. We've heard both opening statements from the prosecution, opening statements from the defense. We've also heard from 3 different witnesses. 2 of those people that said that they knew Lyoya on a personal level, another person who happened to live in that area and saw what they saw. And in a couple of minutes, we're going to be actually